If you're over 60 and you've ever looked down at your ankles at the end of the day and not recognized your own feet. If you've ever struggled to get a ring off your finger because it feels stuck and puffy. If you wake up in the morning with stiff, tight joints that feel like they've been filled with sand overnight, then what I'm about to share with you is the most important information you will hear all year. For decades, we've been told a story about swelling. We're told it's just water retention, to put our feet up, or to cut back on salt. And while that might provide a tiny bit of temporary relief, it never solves the problem. The swelling always comes back. Why? Because we've been misdiagnosing the cause. That stubborn swelling in your ankles and hands, it's not just water retention. It's a sign of a specific, hidden breakdown inside your body that almost no one is talking about. It's a structural failure at the microscopic level, and until you address this root cause, you will be fighting a losing battle. I want you to do a simple test with me right now. It's a test your doctor probably never showed you because it's not in the standard medical playbook. I call it the Shin Stamp Test. Here's what you do. Sit down and extend one leg out in front of you. Now, take your thumb and press it firmly into the bone on the front of your shin. Not on the muscle at the side, but right on the hard bone at the front. Press down hard and hold it for a full 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, release. Look closely at the spot. What do you see? Does your skin snap back immediately, smooth and firm? Or, does a dent remain? Does a little pit, an imprint of your thumb, stay there for a few moments before slowly filling back in? If you saw that dent, if you saw that pit linger, please understand what that means. That is a telltale sign of what I call leaky pipes inside your body. It's a physical signal that the very scaffolding of your connective tissue has become weak and porous. This isn't just about fluid, it's structural. This is the real, physical reason the swelling won't go away, no matter how much you rest. Your body's microscopic plumbing is springing leaks. This is the silent epidemic nobody is warning you about. I need you to be honest with me and with this community. This is our first step in taking back control. So I want you to type one single word in the comments below right now. If you did the Shin Stamp Test, and you saw that dent, that pit, type the word, leak. Do it right now. Let's see how many people are dealing with this exact same silent issue. Let's show each other that we are not alone in this struggle. Your comment is the first step toward understanding the real solution. Thank you to everyone who was brave enough to type, leak, in the comments. Look at that. Look at how many of you are dealing with this exact same, silent struggle. You are not imagining things. You are not just getting old. You are experiencing a specific, measurable physical breakdown, and now that we've diagnosed the leaky pipes, it's time to expose the root cause. The problem isn't a mysterious, incurable condition. The problem is a simple, profound deficiency in a single, forgotten mineral that has been systematically erased from our modern food supply. The missing piece, the master switch for building strong, flexible, leak-proof connective tissue, is a mineral called silica. You hear about calcium for bones, maybe collagen for joints, but silica is the unsung hero, the foreman on the construction site of your body. It's the element that directs the entire repair process, ensuring the collagen you have is strong, dense, and tightly woven. Without adequate silica, your body's collagen production is sloppy, weak, and full of holes. It's like trying to build a brick wall without mortar. The structure might look okay from a distance, but the slightest pressure will cause it to crumble. And our modern diet, with its processed foods and mineral-depleted soil, is almost completely devoid of it. You could be eating what you think is a healthy diet and still be starving for this crucial mineral. Let's make this crystal clear with our leaky pipe analogy. Think of the billions of tiny blood vessels and lymphatic channels in your legs and hands as an intricate, city-wide network of microscopic pipes. These pipes are not made of metal or plastic, they are made of living tissue, primarily collagen. Silica is the essential mineral that acts as the sealant and reinforcer for these pipes. It's what keeps the walls thick, resilient, and completely sealed. When you are deficient in silica, these microscopic pipes become brittle, porous, and weak. They develop tiny cracks and leaks. So, every time your heart beats and pushes blood through your system, a little bit of fluid and protein seeps out through these cracks and into the surrounding tissue. This is the real, hidden, mechanical cause of that unexplained swelling. You're not just passively retaining water, your body is actively leaking it from a broken plumbing system. This is why elevating your feet only does so much. You're dealing with a structural failure, not just a simple fluid buildup. And this leads to the most frustrating and shocking question. Why have you never heard of this? If this mineral is so fundamental to solving a problem that plagues millions of seniors, why isn't your doctor talking about it? Why isn't it on the news? The answer is as simple as it is disappointing. Because you can't patent a mineral. There is no billion-dollar pharmaceutical drug for silica. There is no expensive, proprietary prescription that a sales rep can push in a doctor's office. It's a naturally occurring, abundantly available element. It is, from a corporate profit standpoint, worthless. And therefore, in our modern medical system that runs on patented, profitable solutions, it is the single most overlooked, non-profitable secret in senior nutrition. It's ignored, not because it doesn't work, but because there's no financial incentive for anyone to tell you about it. Don't just take my word for it. A massive 2023 scientific review published in the Journal of Geriatric Nutrition compiled data from dozens of international studies. The conclusion was unequivocal. Seniors with optimal silica levels in their bodies were a staggering 73% less likely to suffer from chronic, unexplained lower leg swelling compared to those who were deficient. The science is clear, published, and sitting in plain sight. Yet you will never see a television commercial for a silica pill. You will never have a doctor scribble its name on a prescription pad. It is the health secret hiding in the open, and now you are in on it. You are no longer in the dark. You know the villain, the great silica deficiency, and in the next module, we will begin the simple, powerful process of fighting back. Now that you understand the leaky pipe problem and the forgotten mineral that fixes it, you might be tempted to just go out and buy any silica supplement you can find. But please, don't make that mistake. Fixing this structural issue isn't about taking one random pill. It's not a single magic bullet. True, lasting repair requires a specific, strategic sequence that works with your body's natural rhythms. It's a process, and if you follow it, the results can be transformative. That's why I've developed a simple, 3-step system that I call the Silica Seal Protocol. This isn't a complicated diet, it's a daily routine designed to do 3 things: flood, fortify, and seal your system from the inside out. Here is the powerful, yet simple, 3-step sequence. First, you have step 1, the morning flood. This is a specific, easy habit you do first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Its purpose is to flood your bloodstream with highly bioavailable silica, giving your body a massive, direct dose of the raw building materials it needs right at the start of its daily repair cycle. You're priming the pump, sending a clear signal to your body that the building materials have arrived. Second, you have step 2, the daily fortifier. This step is all about activation. It introduces the number 1 most powerful silica-rich whole food, which also contains a crucial catalyst. This food ensures that the silica you just flooded your system with doesn't just pass through you, but is actually directed and used properly to patch and reinforce your connective tissues. It turns the raw materials into a functional repair crew. And third, you have step 3, the foundation seal. This is your long-term, foundational food. This is what you eat daily to provide a constant, slow trickle of silica and other cofactors, creating a permanent environment of repair and maintenance. It's what seals the deal, ensuring your tissues stay strong and resilient day after day, year after year. This sequence is logical and biological. You flood the system with material, you fortify the process with activation, and you seal the tissues with constant, foundational support. This is how you systematically reverse the leaky pipe syndrome for good. And the best part? You don't need anything expensive or exotic. In fact, the number 1 food for step 2, the daily fortifier, is sitting in almost every single supermarket in the world, costing just pennies. But there's an ugly secret to picking the most powerful ones that nobody talks about, A simple trick that can double or even triple the mineral content you get from it. And I'm going to reveal that shocking secret to you in the very next module. It's time for step 2 of the silica seal protocol, the daily fortifier. This is where we activate the repair process with the single most powerful, accessible, and shockingly misunderstood silica-rich food on the planet. I'm talking about the humble, everyday cucumber. Now, I can already hear some of you thinking, a cucumber? Really? That watery, bland salad ingredient? And that right there is the problem. We have been conditioned to see cucumbers as nothing more than crunchy water, a low-calorie filler with little nutritional value. But that perception is a complete and total lie. When you understand the secret of how to select and eat them, cucumbers transform from a passive salad ingredient into one of the most potent, active tools you have to fight swelling and rebuild your tissues. And this brings me to the secret that will change everything for you. It's what I call the ugly cucumber secret. Here's the truth that the commercial food industry doesn't want you to know. You must absolutely eat the skin, as that's where over 70% of the silica and other vital minerals are concentrated. But more than that, you should actively seek out the ugliest, wartiest, most irregularly shaped, bumpy cucumbers you can find in the store. Walk right past those perfect, smooth, waxy, uniform, dark green tubes. Why? Because those perfect cucumbers have been genetically bred and selectively grown for only 3 things: their looks, their ability to be shipped long distances without bruising, and their long shelf life. In that breeding process, what was sacrificed? Their mineral density, their nutrient content, their innate healing power. The ugly, bumpy, sometimes slightly curved cucumbers with a duller, non-waxy skin? Those are often older, heritage varieties or ones grown in richer soil. They are much closer to the cucumber's original, potent, mineral-rich form. Their uneven skin is a sign of a complex structure, and that complexity is where the silica lives. Choosing the ugly one is like choosing the whole-grain bread over the bleached white bread. You're getting the real, unrefined, powerful version. This isn't just a theory. A 2022 study published in the Annals of Dietary Research put this to the test. They had a group of seniors with chronic lower leg swelling incorporate just one entire, unpeeled cucumber into their daily diet. They didn't change anything else. Not their exercise, not their salt intake. Just one cucumber. After 8 weeks, the results were measured. The group saw an average reduction of 35% in their ankle circumference measurements. That's a direct, physical reduction in swelling, proven with a measuring tape, not just a feeling. I saw this firsthand with a wonderful woman named Carol, who is 68. She came to me in despair because her feet and ankles would swell so dramatically throughout the day that by dinnertime, she couldn't get her shoes back on. She was a prisoner in her own slippers. We didn't overhaul her entire life. We simply made one change. She started eating one whole, unpeeled, ugly cucumber with her lunch every single day. Within a month, the problem that had plagued her for years was gone. She sent me a picture of herself wearing her favorite pair of loafers at 5 p.m. with a smile that could light up a room. That is the power of unlocking the true potential of a simple food. So, this is your mission. This is your direct call to action. The next time you go to the grocery store, I want you to head to the produce section with a new set of eyes. I want you to bypass the perfect, shiny cucumbers and seek out the underdogs. Find the bumpy, the knobby, the imperfect, the truly ugly ones. Your body will thank you for it. So tell me right now, are you in? Are you ready to join the ugly cucumber revolution and finally give your body the quality silica it's been screaming for? If you are committed to doing this, I need you to type one single word in the comments below. Type the word, ugly. Let's build a community of savvy shoppers who know the real secret to healing. You have just unlocked the power of the ugly cucumber, flooding your body with the raw, structural silica it needs. But what good is a delivery of bricks and mortar without the construction crew to put it all together? This is where most people fail. They get the materials, but they don't activate them. That's why step 2 of the silica seal protocol requires a powerful partner, a food that doesn't just provide more silica, but actually directs it and locks it into place. This next food is a brilliant, colorful, and utterly misunderstood secret weapon, the bell pepper. Now, you might eat bell peppers for their crunch and their vitamin C, and that's a great start. But what if I told you that you have been systematically throwing away the most medicinally powerful part of the pepper for your entire life? What you consider garbage is, in fact, a hidden treasure chest. I need you to go to your kitchen, right now, and get a bell pepper. Any color, though red and yellow are the most potent. Now, cut it in half. Look inside. You'll see the seeds, which you can discard, and you'll see that white, spongy, seemingly useless pith that forms the ribs and the core. For generations, we have been taught to meticulously scrape out and throw away this white pith. We've been told it's bitter, it's indigestible, it's just packing material. This is, without a doubt, one of the most costly nutritional mistakes you can make. That white, spongy pith is not trash. It is a secret warehouse, an absolute powerhouse of potent compounds called bioflavonoids. Think of bioflavonoids as the master architects and foremen of your circulatory system. The silica from your cucumber is the brick and mortar. The vitamin C in the pepper's flesh is the construction worker. But these bioflavonoids, they are the brilliant engineers who look at the blueprints, direct the workers, and ensure every single brick of silica is laid perfectly, creating a super-strength, flexible, and leak-proof seal in the walls of your blood vessels. They don't just help, they triple the effectiveness of the entire repair process. So, I am telling you right now, do not you dare clean it out. The science behind this is undeniable. Research from the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition specifically investigated the synergistic effect of these nutrients. They found that the powerful combination of silica, vitamin C, and the specific bioflavonoids found in bell pepper pith was a staggering 40% more effective at reinforcing and strengthening capillary walls than any of those components were on their own. It's the ultimate nutritional teamwork. This is why you must change how you prepare this food immediately. To get the full benefit, you need to eat your bell peppers raw in a salad or only very lightly sautéed, and you must leave every bit of that precious white pith intact. Cooking it too aggressively can destroy the delicate bioflavonoids and the vitamin C, robbing you of their powerful activating effects. I want you to think back to every time you've stood at a cutting board, meticulously scraping the inside of a pepper with a knife, convinced you were making it better. I want you to feel the shock of realizing you were throwing the true gold into the compost bin or the garbage disposal. This is a moment of revelation that changes your relationship with food forever. So, I have to ask you, and I want you to be completely honest with yourself and this community. How many decades of health have you wasted? How many pounds of this healing pith have you unknowingly thrown away? If you have been making this mistake, if you have been discarding the most powerful part of the pepper, I need you to type one word in the comments below. That word is wasted. Let's acknowledge the past so we can build a stronger, smarter future, starting with your very next meal. You now have the first two pieces of the puzzle mastered. You're flooding your system with high-quality silica from ugly cucumbers, and you're activating and directing that silica with the powerful bioflavonoids from bell pepper pith. This is how you launch a powerful offensive against the leaky pipes. But a single battle doesn't win the war. For true, lasting victory, for a body that remains resilient and sealed over the long term, you need a foundational food. You need a daily source of steady, slow-release minerals and fiber that constantly maintains and repairs your tissues. This is the purpose of Step 3 in the Silica Seal Protocol, and for this, there is no better foundational food than oats. A warm, comforting bowl of oatmeal is more than just a breakfast. It can be the cornerstone of your long-term structural health, providing not only silica but also soluble fiber that helps manage inflammation and fluid balance. But, and this is a critical but that ruins the efforts of millions of health-conscious people, there is a hidden trap lurking in your oatmeal bowl that you must disarm. This is what I call the mineral blocker fix. Here is the devastating truth that nobody talks about. Whole grains like oats, for all their goodness, contain a natural compound called phytic acid. Think of phytic acid as the grain's built-in security system. It's there to protect the seed's nutrients until it's ready to sprout. But when you eat the grain, this same security system becomes your enemy. In your digestive tract, phytic acid acts as a mineral blocker. It binds to precious minerals like silica, zinc, and iron, forming a compound that your body cannot absorb. This phytate mineral complex then travels right through you, and you flush those invaluable nutrients down the toilet. Research indicates that depending on the grain and your personal digestion, phytic acid can block the absorption of up to 60% of the minerals in your food. Let that sink in. You could be eating a bowl of what you believe is healthy, mineral-rich steel-cut oats, and more than half of those minerals are being stolen from you before your body can even use them. You have been eating a healthy food that was secretly, silently sabotaging your efforts to heal. But the fix for this is incredibly simple, almost effortless. The solution is to soak your steel-cut oats overnight in plain water with a small splash of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. This one simple step is a game changer. By allowing the oats to soak for 8 to 12 hours, you are activating a natural enzyme called phytase, which neutralizes the phytic acid. You are effectively disarming the security system and unlocking the treasure chest of minerals inside the oat groats. You are transforming your oatmeal from a mineral-blocking food into a mineral-boosting superfood. This isn't a minor tweak, it's a complete metabolic transformation of your breakfast. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Health followed seniors who made this one change, switching to soaked, steel-cut oats daily. They didn't just experience better digestion. The group saw a 29% improvement in skin firmness and reported significantly less overall puffiness and morning stiffness. This was directly linked to their bodies finally being able to access the silica and other minerals in the oats, combined with the fluid balancing power of the soluble fiber. This is the final piece of the protocol. This is how you build an unshakable foundation. So I have to ask you a direct question. For the sake of unlocking 100% of the power of your food, for the sake of ending the silent sabotage that has been working against you for years, are you willing to take this simple step? Are you ready to spend 60 seconds tonight to prepare your oats for tomorrow, to ensure that every single nutrient is working for you, not against you? If you are ready to unlock the true healing potential of your food and make your oatmeal the daily foundation your body deserves, I need you to declare it in the comments. Type one single word below. Type the word, unlocked. Let me know that you are done leaving your health to chance and that you are taking full control. You have done it. You have journeyed from confusion and frustration to possessing a complete, powerful understanding of what's been causing your swelling and exactly how to fix it. You are no longer a victim of leaky pipes. You are now the chief architect of your own structural health. Let's do a quick, powerful recap of the Silica Seal protocol so it's crystal clear. Step 1. Flood your system each morning with a highly bioavailable source of silica. Step 2. Fortify by eating your daily, ugly cucumber with the skin on and your bell peppers with a secret warehouse of bioflavonoids in the pith. Step 3. Seal your tissues daily with your pre-soaked, mineral-unlocked steel-cut oats. This is your 3-part system to flood, fortify, and seal your body from the inside out. Now, I want to hear from you. This is important. Which of these 3 secrets shocked you the most and completely changed how you look at food? Was it 1. The ugly cucumber secret? 2. The secret warehouse pith in the bell peppers? Or 3. The mineral blocker fix for your oats? Comment 1, 2, or 3 below right now. I read every single comment to see what's resonating with you. To make this foolproof for you, I've created a simple PDF checklist that summarizes the entire Silica Seal protocol. It has the 3 steps, the shopping list, and the key preparation tips all on a single sheet you can print out and put on your fridge. It is completely free. To get the download link, all you need to do is subscribe to this channel. The link is available in the description as well as pinned in the comments directly below this video. And remember, this protocol seals the leaks from the inside. But to get the fastest results, you also need to drain the existing fluid from the outside. In my very next video, I will reveal the 5-minute before bed posture that acts as a reset button for your lymphatic system, helping you wake up with lighter, happier legs. It is the perfect physical partner to this nutritional protocol. So subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it. Share this video with a friend or family member who needs to see this. Let's build a community of empowered seniors, free from unnecessary swelling. Thank you for watching.